Good day, my fellow Nigerians. In this season of independence, I know a lot of us are asking ourselves the question, what are we celebrating? Some of us will be like, what are we celebrating? What's there to celebrate? And why should I celebrate? So the question of whether we should celebrate Nigeria, for me, first, is a leadership question. And that leads me to title this conversation, Nigeria in Need of Leaders. One thing we will all agree with is that Nigeria needs leaders. Now, who are these leaders? Anyway, we'll come to that. The understanding that we need leaders or leadership is a mark of wisdom. Why do I say so? First is, as a person, you have sat down and analyzed everything you are seeing, and you come to the conclusion that this is not how it should be. It shows that something is going on within you. It shows you have a standard. You have a set standard. Now, the question then reapplies. Should we celebrate Nigeria? My simple answer is yes. Why do I say yes? Celebrating Nigeria is not optional, because celebrating Nigeria comes from two factors. First is that it shows that you have gratitude, or you're grateful for the things that have happened to you in your life. Now, what we need to understand is that just as individuals, so it is with the nation. Now, every individual you see at any point in time, that individual is not functioning at his full capacity. Now, you can dream, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to blah, blah, blah. And life will take you to somewhere that what you will be doing, at the end of the day, you may be asking yourself, how come? It's like you want to be an engineer, you want to be a pilot, you want to be an air hostess, you want to be this. 5 years after graduation, if you need Bone Street, contact me. That's how it goes. Life sometimes bends us, but it bends us for a purpose. It bends us to squeeze out the best out of us, because sometimes we're going in the wrong direction. So watch yourself. Look at your life the way you are now. Is it where you want to be? Is it where you're supposed to be? Nobody. Even the motor parked out, you see, the conductor standing in that bus, some of them want to be presidents. Some of them want to be world leaders. But where are they? Conductor. So, life takes us to so many places. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step, and each step you take takes you closer to where you are going. But what I want us to understand is that right now we're in the process of experience, because a lot of us have not yet realized the individual role we play in developing Nigeria. So that's why I say we're still at the role of experience. There are certain experience you have that you'll be like, why me now? You'll be like your village people, or God is punishing you, or one thing. Now, but after that experience, maybe a few years later, a few months or later, when you have grown in maturity, or when you have understood a little bit more things, and you come back to contemplate that experience you had in the past, the experience begins to give birth to new ideas, new principles, new philosophies about life, new understanding, and you become a better person. This is the process of maturity. Now you become more mature, because now that experience you had, as you keep revisiting it, you keep learning new things, you keep renewing your mind, or you keep transforming your mind as a result of that experience. So, we all know that in life, we say that to whom much is given, much is expected. Fine. Now, much is expected because the person is capable of much. I'll give an illustration. If I'm your friend or an associate, and I tell you I'm an illiterate, or I don't know how to read and write, or anything, even if you take me out to somewhere, you won't want to present me with somewhere where I need to write something or where I need to read something. Even if it's an event or it's a place where people didn't know I'm not lettered and they want to give me something, maybe I don't have the courage to, you come in and you fill in my gaps. But let's assume that I've gone to school, I've graduated, I've done things, and you've heard of me or one thing. If you come to me as a person, there's a standard that you expect from me because you know that I have gone to school or that I know something or that I can read and write. So we have high expectations of people who have been empowered by experience. Now, let's translate that into our nation. We are at a stage where we are gaining experience. To whom much is given, much is expected. Now, we have to celebrate Nigeria. Why? Because the experience that you have gained, maybe as an efficient person in any field, it doesn't matter what field it is. It could be something as simple as making people laugh. You're unique in it. That's a skill. It could be something as simple as showing up on time for an appointment. That's a skill. It could be something as simple as understanding people just from a look. You can tell who somebody is. It's a good skill. Now, whatever thing that you have experience in, whatever thing you have excelled in before now, because definitely as a human being, there are so many areas that you must have been very good in or you are very good in. Areas that they will have to teach people that thing, but it comes to you naturally, you do it effortlessly. Whatever thing that you know best how to do, that is the key to Nigeria's greatness. Because it is all of us that have to do the things we want to do to the best of our ability to make Nigeria a greater place. So your responsibility after celebrating Nigeria is to blossom what is within you. Because the greatness of Nigeria is like a building. A building is made of so many things, sand, cement, and later converts to a block, and you have the roof and everything. So, all of us, each one of us, plays a crucial role in the development of Nigeria. Let this 1st October, let it inspire you to contemplate the past, contemplate where we are as a nation. And if you don't like where we are as a nation, take it upon yourself. Take the responsibility upon yourself to take us to the next level. It's possible. There have been people that have transformed society. Now, I don't want you to be pessimistic to start thinking, I cannot change Nigeria. That's a mental attitude that has put us in the mess that we're in. The truth is, whether you accept it or not, whether you're conscious of it or not, you are changing Nigeria. Because when you go out to the street and behave anyhow, people are looking at you and they will behave anyhow like you. Why? Because they have seen you do it. Wherever you are, you're a leader. If you're a teacher in school, you're a friend to people, you live in a neighborhood where there are younger ones that are passing, you have children in that neighborhood, they are seeing you. The way you behave in the streets will determine how those people will behave. When you behave anyhow with reckless abandon, tomorrow they'll say, that one could behave anyhow. So no be me starter. So whether we accept it or not, our actions is changing Nigeria. But because we're not conscious of it, we're changing Nigeria in a negative direction, in the wrong direction. So my point is, yes, we have understood, you have seen that Nigeria is not what it is, or Nigeria is not where it should be. Now your responsibility is to start making Nigeria a better place. Yes, you can do it. We can all be patriots. We can all be leaders. Because leaders are not born. Leaders are made. They are made in the throes of life. They are made in the difficulties, in the challenges they seek to solve. So, we have a responsibility. Each and every one of us, every Nigerian, have that responsibility to build Nigeria. Let this 1st October remind you of it, and let it inspire you so that collectively we can build Nigeria. I believe in Nigeria. I believe we can be a great nation. If you believe in Nigeria, then let's create a community of Nigerians that are patriots. Let us collectively build a community and dedicate ourselves to building Nigeria and making it greater. If you have listened to this point, thank you for listening. You're a special person. Cheers.